Hello and welcome to my presentation on play-based learning. My name is Nidhi and in this video I will talk about why play is so important for kids' learning and growth. I will use theory, research and real-life example to show how play helps kids grow in all areas of development and how families and educators can work together to make play a big part of kids' early learning. Before I start, I want to respect, thank and the tradition custodians of this land, Australia. Play and storytelling have always been vital elements of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures, just as noted by Department of Education published in their 2022 publication. According to Queensland Curriculum and Assessment Authority 2018, play has been traditionally been part of oral tradition among the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities as a way of passing knowledge through its generation. Further, it is a way to connect with culture, belonging, and identity. It is from this foundation that I will anchor my presentation on play-based learning. If I can define play from early childhood point of view, play includes activities that come from within authentic, enjoyable, and most importantly, driven by child. Play isn't something that adults force upon kids. It naturally springs from their curiosity and eagerness to explore the world around them. Play Matter Australia 2025. Experts describe play as diverse and adaptable, taking on various forms like exploration, imagination, physical activity, and problem solving. The focus here is on the journey rather than the destination. On a global scale, play is recognized as a fundamental right for children under the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child 1989. This acknowledgement reinforces the idea that play is not just a nice to have in early childhood education, it's absolutely essential. Through play, children gain a sense of agency and independence as they make choices, test limits, and guide their own learning. In the simplest way, play is how children understand and navigate their world. Play based learning is a teaching concept driven from the centeredness of children's play to early development milestone. It allows teachers to play kids' interests and choices front and center in their education. In practical learning, this approach is a child led, meaning that kids get to decide what they want to explore and how they want to do it. But it's not just a free for all. Teachers play a crucial role by observing, guiding, and enhancing the learning experience through meaningful interaction in a play based setting. Learning is dynamic and hands on instead of just sitting back and listening. Kids dive into activities that let them experiment, discover, and solve problems. This could involve anything from stacking blocks to creating imaginary worlds during dramatic play or even exploring outdoor environments with natural materials. The environment is filled with open ended resources that spark creativity, encourage exploration, and foster independence. One key benefit is that children gain a sense of agency and ownership over their learning since they can make choices and pursue their own ideas. Play based learning aligns closely with early years learning framework, which emphasizes the principle of belonging, being, and becoming. Department of Education 2022. Through play, children cultivate a sense of belonging with their peers, realize the joy of living in the moment, and evolve as learners and future citizens. In this way, play nurtures your children's overall development across all areas. Let's look at the theoretical underpinnings of play based learning. Classical theories of play offer some of the earliest insight into why play is so important for learning. Jean Pigment show play as a reflection of how children develop cognitively and that their play reflects the stages of their thinking. Piaget 1962. For instance, a toddler might engage in symbolic play by pretending a block is a car, which showcases their growing ability to think abstractly. Lev Vygotsky believed that play creates a zone of proximal development where children learn best with support from others. Vygotsky 1978. Through scaffolding, teachers or peers can help children develop skills they might not be able to achieve on their own. Friedrich Froebel described play as the natural work of children, while Montessori emphasized purposeful structured activities in prepare environment to support independent learning. Together, these theories shed light on various aspects of play, cognitive development, social learning, and intentional activities. While they continue to be influential, it is essential to consider how they apply in today's diverse classroom. Contemporary theories take inspiration from earlier concepts but also tweak them to better serve the needs of today's students. For instance, Marilyn Fleet came up with the idea of conceptual playwords, where kids tap into their imagination to dive into complex subjects like science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. By pretending to be scientists or engineers, they can explore STEM in fun and meaningful ways. Iram Siraz Blackford emphasizes the importance of sustained shared thinking where adults and children collaborate to deepen their understanding through engaging conversation and thoughtful question. Critically, they also have their drawbacks. For example, Piaget stages theory can oversimplify development and may not capture the unique qualities of each child. Montessori structured methods can sometimes stifle creativity and free exploration. Froebel's notions of play as a natural form of growth is still inspiring, but it doesn't always fit well with the diverse culture setting. Robinson 2018. On the other hand, Vysotsky's emphasis on social learning remains incredibly relevant, and modern perspectives, like those of Fleet and Shiraz Blatchford, are much more adaptable to today's inclusive and culturally aware classroom. Play comes in many forms, each offering unique benefits of children growth and learning. Take risky play, for instance, it involves activities like climbing, balancing, and using real tools under supervision. While it might make adults a bit anxious, it's essential for helping kids develop resilience, confidence, and a better understanding of risk. Then there's rough and tumble play, which includes chasing, wrestling, and playful fighting. Although it can sometimes be mistaken for aggression, this type of play can actually nurtures social skills, empathy, and self control, all while building strength and coordination. Systematic play is another interesting type where kids repeat patterns like lining up toys, throwing things, or impending containers. Lastly, pretend or dramatic play. Think playing shop or creating imaginary roles helps develop language skills, imaginary, and social understanding. Play holds immense importance in early childhood as it nurtures development in early aspects of growth. On a physical level, play enhances coordination, strength, and overall health. Activities like climbing, running, or dancing all contribute to building strong bodies and improving gross motor skills. Socially or cognitively, play fosters problem solving abilities, memory, and critically thinking, self regulation, empathy, and resilience. For instance, when kids try to build a tall tower, they are not just having fun, they are learning about balance, making prediction, and developing presence. Robinson 2018. Play also play a crucial role in language development. As a parent, it is essential to think critically about this. Play isn't merely just fun or break from learning. It's a valid form of pedagogy that deserve to be valued just as much as structured teaching. Recognizing play as both enjoyable and profoundly educational is key to delivering high quality early childhood education. Implementing plays practice is all about crafting spaces where kids can freely explore, experiment, and dive into meaningful learning experiences. As educators, we have a crucial role in creating environments that promotes various types of play for your children. For instance, setting up role play corner encourages dramatic play. On the other hand, outdoor climbing equipment offer chances for risky play. Constructive play can thrive in block areas or with loose parts, allowing children to hone their fine motor skills and early STEM thinking. But to truly make this work, we need to think about how we support diverse learners and their families. It essential to provide culturally relevant play materials that reflect the identities, stories, and traditions of the children. Building partnership with families help us grasp what type of play are just in their homes and culture, enabling us to weave these elements into our practice. Supporting multiple languages through storytelling, songs, or bilingual resources ensure that every child feels recognized and valued. In this light, play-based learning transcends mere fun or isolated development. It's about crafting inclusive, respectful, and culturally responsive learning experience that truly benefit every child. Thank you for watching my video. Here is a reference which I used in my slides. Thank you.